This is the wood where you get what raisin?
Would it's so good?
That is indeed what happens here on this show. It is Monday, and we are joined by Krendar. What's up, buddy?
What's up?
Not much, buddy. And also the blunder from Down Under that he was voted the sexiest man alive in 2016. Red Eye.
No, it wasn't. You mistaken me with
No,
someone
you definitely
else.
were. I remember voting on that.
Yeah,
I
you missed the
voted-
I voted for
sample
you.
vote.
I voted for you.
Must have been out of town.
This
I didn't get the
wasn't for
memo.
like the big. This wasn't for like the big magazines. This was on like nobodyknowsyou.com, but still, you know.
Oh, so did you vote for the hottest MAGA?
Hottest MAGA. Well, Red Eye is a Trump supporter.
They can have their own little alt-right pageantry.
Yeah. Everyone needs a hobby.
And Lady MAGA could win both hottest man and hottest woman.
Yeah, Lady MAGA.
I have no idea what he looks like when
Well-
he's not in drag, actually.
I don't know. I remember the only time I ever really like watched that person at all was that time that him and I don't know how they didn't identify, so I'm just gonna say they. Is when they and
Fair enough.
the little the little controversial dude
Fuentes.
Nick Fuentes met
Fuentes.
up in a hotel lobby or whatever.
That was funny.
Yeah, it was fun.
That was when I first heard of her.
Yeah, me too, actually.
It's the only reason I've ever heard of her.
That's actually the first time.
She does a good job with the drag, though. I mean, most of the time, half the drag queens you see out there just look like clowns because they got way too much makeup on and stuff. But Lady MAGA just goes for like a serious, actual look.
Yeah, you know those shows, those drag queen shows are really popular. Like Drag
Sometimes they get
Race
crazy.
and all that
I
shit.
love Drag Race.
I've never watched it, but it's
I have.
got
Creative
a
stuff going on there
huge-
sometimes.
I mean, it's a huge show though.
I watched a lot of it back in the day. In the beginning, like at least the first 3 to 5 seasons, I would think.
I tell you, a show I used to watch a lot. That was Inked. That was a good
Inked?
one.
No, I haven't seen that.
I would watch
assume it's
that
about tattooing?
Yeah, it's a tattoo competition show. It's because I like everybody knows that's kind of like reality shows I watch. I don't watch like Housewives, but I do like competitive reality shows like Survivor, Big Brother. I like all the fucking Chef Ramsay shows.
I like the
you know, I
makeup,
just-
the
yeah, I don't even I love those. Yeah,
body paint one was pretty hot.
Yeah,
Just
that's
to jump
pretty-
in for a second, chat would like to know if you accept super chats.
I don't, unfortunately, not right now. Working on it. There is all the ways I accept money is below. There is a link on top right there. As you can see, it's pinned.
Mhm.
That is a fundraiser thing I'm kind of doing on PayPal for me and my mom to get ahead because we got like really back the last few months. And if I can make this, I think this could pull us out. So, so if you want to do that
Great.
way, and then the other links below.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, there's Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, all that good shit.
Yeah.
And Raisin Girl takes tips in her panties.
In the panties.
In the panties.
Good spot for it.
So does Red Eye, by the way, in his panties.
I thought you were going to say he accepts tips in Raisin's panties as well.
Red Eye would like to tip Raisin's panties.
No comment.
No, Red Eye is a fine, upstanding Mormon.
Yep.
Oh, do you
He
have the
ha-
magic underwear?
He has the magic.
Yeah.
underwear.
I'll wear them on the outside of my pants, though, like Superman.
Yeah, you got
Nice.
to.
They're magic.
Yeah.
It's like a superpower. You might as well.
Yeah.
You got to. So, anyways, I guess we can jump right into the big news of the day.
All right. This is my thoughts real quick. So he had said freedom of this is mask being quoted. Freedom of speech is the bedrock of a functioning democracy, and Twitter is the digital town square where matters vital to the future of humanity are debated. What a load of fucking shit. You can't debate anything with 200 fucking characters. Fuck off, Elon. That is the biggest pile of shit I have fucking read all year. And I have read some seriously big piles of fucking shit. Nothing of importance has ever been debated on fucking Twitter. And nothing
I hate when people try
will
to
ever
debate on Twitter.
be
It's stupid.
debated on Twitter because you can't debate on fucking Twitter. It's a 200.
People try though.
They do.
No,
He's
they
Twitter.
don't. They
Listen.
argue.
This is Twitter.
That's true. They
Bigger-
might call it
Just-
debating, but it is
Hold
arguing.
on. Just picture this in your mind: an endless urban landscape of just little tiny fucking houses with little backyards, and in each backyard is a little tiny fucking dog going. "Beep, beep, 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 beep." That's fucking Twitter. That's all
Yeah.
fucking Twitter will ever be, is a fucking endless fucking goddamn urban sprawl of little backyards with little tiny dogs going. "Beep, beep, 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 beep." That's all fucking Twitter will ever fucking be. Fuck you, Elon Musk.
Rumor
Of
has it that
vital
he's gonna
importance
be.
to humanity. Get fucked.
Rumor
Holy
has it
shit.
that he wants to add things to the stuff, so he may add longer characters. Who knows?
That's not going to fucking do anything to save it. It's a
Plus
shithole.
one character per message.
Yeah, I
You can't even fucking edit a message on there.
no,
Jesus
that's
Christ.
one thing
He's
they've
saying
always.
He wants to add that.
He wanted to change that, but if you
He
do,
doesn't
it's
add
just
that.
like YouTube though, if you edit your stuff, you lose all your retweets and likes. Because if you
It might
can't
do
just
that.
change something, that makes sense to me. Like you can't,
It does make sense because you're essentially making it into a different new message.
right? And
now.
if people have retweeted that, like that's not okay. Like so,
And they're also going to have to make sure to put a time limit on that because it'd
think
be
he
silly
did
to be able to
mention
go
that,
back
like,
and edit a
15
tweet you
minutes.
made 2 years ago, right?
There's
yeah, I
lot
think
of
there's like a 15
stupid-
minute thing he was saying. 15 minutes,
Like maybe an
you
hour.
drop your likes and retweets.
I haven't, even though I use it for like my social, for like this kind of stuff, I've never understood the attraction to Twitter. I really haven't. Still to this day, I do not understand why people are attracted to Twitter.
I understand what people see like potential wise. I just don't. I haven't, to my knowledge, I don't know that it ever actually functioned in that like idealist kind of way where you could reach, like your voice could reach around the world and you could have honest discussions with people from anywhere. That sounds fascinating to me. I don't see that happening too much on Twitter. I mean, I'm sure it does. I just don't know where yet.
I use it pretty lightly, but I'm not all that worried
Yeah,
about
that's
it.
where I am. I use
enjoy
it.
looking at fan art for Critical Role and
There you
go.
finding D&D groups and posting
Mhm.
inspirational quotes. But I mean, I
But see,
just don't
'cause I
find
don't
it
Even back in the day when blogging was the deal, right? It's hard to me. Like that's the reason I like video of any kind of thing, because it's hard sometimes to really see what people really are feeling with their words, because it's hard to show
Mhm.
emotions in words, right?
You lose a lot of context in body language
do.
and stuff.
You
Tone
do.
of voice.
I agree
You
with that 100%. I never met people online until all y'all, because that was right around the same time as like Google Hangouts was getting real big and you could have multiple
Yeah.
people talking and see them.
I mean, how many times have you read an online message or like exchanged email with somebody and completely misunderstood their intent because of that lack of
Millions.
tone of voice and everything?
Exactly.
Lot.
You can't see tone. You can't. I mean,
You can add a little bit of tone in with emojis and stuff, but only so much.
Yeah, but that's to me
So
that's
much-
annoying.
If you already know how somebody speaks, like once you get to know somebody, then
Yeah.
it's easier to do that with text.
Yeah,
But if
too
you
many
only
emojis
have
is super
text
annoying.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
a grown ass
But
man.
one
I
here
don't
and
like
there
them.
can
I don't
flavor
like
things
I
them.
a
don't like
little
them
bit.
at all.
I'm a grown ass man. I do not like when people send me fucking emojis. I don't like. I think it's childish. Okay, here. No, if it's just being sweet, like throwing up hearts and stuff, that's fine.
Right.
But when you're trying to have a serious conversation and you throwing up goddamn little cartoon characters, it's weird to me.
Right. Yeah. That's what I was saying about like too many of them or just like ridiculous ones or stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I enjoy little pictograms once in a while.
you can add like something like if you're writing out a sentence that somebody might not necessarily understand as sarcasm, but then you put like a little smirking face on the end of it or something,
Something
Yeah.
like that.
indicate that it's
every now and
sarcastic, right?
then. Yeah.
That'll help.
But
That sort of thing is good, but
yeah. But with Elon,
other stuff is kind of overdoing it.
But back to Elon buying Twitter, Musketeers, what I think he's going to change the name to.
No.
Yeah, he's going to change it to Musketeers. I'm joking. No. He's not going to do that.
Be hilarious, though.
It would be hilarious.
Yeah, they've been having a struggle back and forth on this thing for a little while, and I guess now he just broke down the resistance with enough money, I suppose.
It's a lot of money. And, I even thought at first, well, they ain't going to do it, but he just kept throwing money on the table. He really wanted it.
He didn't give a fuck. He's like, I got the money to burn. Like, let's do this.
And I agree with Red Eye. It's like, taking on, just a place to debate. No, it's not. I agree with Red Eye. It's not. And besides, if you've ever seen conversations on Twitter, which I've been in them, it's ridiculous. Because, like I said about YouTube a million times, there is no debating on the internet no more. There's no debating. People don't know what debating is. People have mistaken yelling and arguing as debating.
Yep.
Is that sort of
many people have.
Do I read?
Check that message that I sent you.
I
just sent every emoji. Yeah, I sent every emoji on a fucking iPhone that's possible to you. I just sat here for the last minute mash. Oh, Jesus Christ. I might have sent it to the wrong person.
Probably just got a giant cartoon.
Oh, I just got it. It just popped up. Yeah.
It took Apple's servers about fucking half an hour to process all the emojis.
Hey, emojis are a lot more data than letters,
Yeah, but anyway, it's goofy. And like I said, I'm okay with it a little bit every now and again. But like some people I know, I ain't gonna say no name, Glenn Patrice Saxton, like to use way too many fucking emoticons.
She's adorable. You stop.
5+ per sentence every time.
They sparkle.
Mm. But Eli crazy. And I don't know what he's going to bring to the board. I really don't know. And I'm
excited to find out.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it. I'm not
going to be worse.
I've already seen a bunch of people say, well, I'm leaving Twitter. I'm not leaving Twitter yet. Fuck it.
All right, bye.
Oh, hell. If he had made his own site, I was going to be one of the first ones to sign up. I'm bringing the popcorn. I want to see the fire.
Don't have Facebook. Don't have Twitter. Don't care.
These people threatening to leave, are they people who are like, oh, I love the people who owned it before? No, you didn't.
I can't tolerate other people's opinions. If you're going to make them have a voice, then I'm going away.
Well, I think the big deal is
everybody should have a voice. Fuck it.
A lot of people, and here's the deal, a lot of people knows that they don't want the orange man back on Twitter.
Well, just fucking block him. So you can't see what he's doing. Who cares?
Yeah, but also having Trump on Twitter was hilarious.
There's a cutoff point to fucking just the dude caused a fucking insurrection.
He did.
Fuck that guy. He can fuck off. Alex Jones. Do you want Alex Jones on a fucking social media platform lying about fucking children being killed in a fucking gun massacre? Yeah, I'd rather not see that bullshit because that's just blatant bullshit. There is a cutoff point, and free this concept that people have a free speech where they can say anything to anybody at any time. That's not fucking free speech, you fucking morons.
It's not a free speech.
Free speech in America is your right to reply to the government when they propose a fucking policy or something. That's what that all encapsulates.
That is
nothing to do with
you can't be arrested
having the right to
war. That's it.
Yeah. I hate when people do that.
You've got libel, you've got fucking libel laws, and you've got fucking slander laws.
Yeah, people don't know what free speech is.
It's so we don't end up where Russia is, where if you say that a war is a war, you get 15 years in prison. That's what that is supposed to protect you from that kind of bullshit. Yeah. And we don't want that here. But here's
the same people. The same people. That's fair. The same people are yelling about free speech for Donald Trump and Alex Jones are also the same people who agreed with Trump from stopping the freedom of the press.
Oh.
The same fucking people.
They've got massive double standards, and just who gives a fuck what Trump went and started his own platform. Within 24 hours, his account got hacked because they're fucking idiots.
Now, mind
Right?
you,
So he went and started up his own social media platform. Go and hang out with fucking dickhead if you want to hang out with that fucking wanker. And as for Alex Jones, fuck letting him on any social media because he's just a fucking serial offender who doesn't even believe in his own bullshit when he's backed into a fucking corner.
Yeah, if you're committing crimes like that, that should get you booted out.
Yeah, there's a cutoff point. And Alex Jones, he hit it. Trump hit it. Trump caused a fucking insurrection. 8 hours of phone calls went fucking missing. No, you don't do that. Innocent people don't make a whole day's worth of phone calls disappear that just happen to be on the day of the insurrection. Fuck off. Get the fuck out of prison already, Trump, because that's where you're fucking going to end up eventually, you piece of shit. And as for fucking Jones, well, he's getting fined. What was it?
Well, he was found guilty in court, wasn't he?
No. It gets way better. So Jones wouldn't present documents so the people could do discovery. So the judge went, here's what's happening. For the next 2 weeks, every day you don't fucking present these documents, we're going to fine you. I think it started out at 15 grand. Next day was 30 grand. Next day was, and it just kept exponentially fucking growing. So I think Jones has probably done his discovery by now. He's also declared bankruptcy. So InfoWars is broke. Bullshit. Where's all the fucking money been shelved? Jonesy, you made millions selling bullshit rations and fucking all of those ads. You made bank, dude. Where's the fucking money, Jones? And you better give it to those fucking families. So that's the free speech in a nutshell. Is you get Alex Jones and you get the idiot version of free speech is you end up with Alex Jones's and Trump's just blatantly lying. Fuck that. That's for fucking humanity just grinds to a halt when that happened. Look what happened. America ground to a halt for fucking nearly 4 years because the country was split down the fucking center, and you had a bunch of dudes saying they stole the election, and it caused a whole bunch of morons that can't think for themselves. And if you push them to ask them why they're supporting Trump in this bullshit, they can't answer you.
That's my issue.
They really fucking
all of
can't
this
answer.
is indicative of why we need to fix our education system over here. We need to teach people how to fucking think. People over here don't use their discernment properly, because if they could and they did, dumb shit that makes them emotional would not sell the way it does. Like, people are living in this crazy state of fear, and they just get sold all these quick fixes, and they buy this bullshit like the Alex Joneses and the Trumps that sell them that easy fix. That's pretty much, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like to get into like, but like, it's propaganda like that leads us into really sticky situations in history, where you have a situation where people are so stressed that they're willing to accept anyone who gives them a hope of being placated from that.
Yeah.
So
Musk is full of shit, and he's go back and look at all of the claims he's made with his little fucking SpaceX. He said, I will be transporting people to Mars for not millions of dollars, but hundreds of thousands of dollars. Well, those 4 private astronauts just went in. Go and have a look at how much they paid each just to get to the ISS for 2 weeks. This fucking pipe dream of getting people to Mars for a couple of $100K is absolute fucking bullshit. The Boring Tunnel Company. How many tunnels did he actually dig? Well, the one that we know he did dig, 2.5 fucking miles took him. It took him years. One mile took 2.5 years, I think. And the biggest profit margin I think they made is they sold that big. Remember the big overgrown butane lighter flamethrower thing? That was the Boring Company.
I know.
They sold a fucking flamethrower, and he made $500,000 in a day by doing that. They never dug tunnels. And if you go and listen to engineers about Elon's grand dream, he came out to Australia and said and said all this shit, and all of the tunneling experts just went, that guy is full of fucking shit. You can't do it for the price he says. He's fucking yanking his dick. And go and talk to any actual engineer that digs tunnels for a fucking living and listen to what they think about Elon Musk and what he said and what he actually delivered were 2 different things. Then you got Hyperloop, right? Hyperloop, 100-year-old idea. Elon comes out and says, I've got this great idea. I'm going to put a train in a vacuum tube. It's going to go really fast. Well, guess what's happening with Hyperloop? Richard Branson took the project on. They just fired half of the fucking employees of the entire company because it's going down the shitter. And if you go and look at his little loop in, because it's not Hyperloop, it's just the loop system that he uses the Teslas in. We're going to move traffic underground, no traffic jams. Go and look at the loop in fucking Las Vegas and look at the traffic jams. They sit in Tesla 3s backed up waiting to get out at the fucking goddamn... It's like a taxi cab rank. He didn't reinvent shit. He's full of shit.
I don't see how moving the traffic from one location to another is going to make it any less of a traffic jam. It's just that you can't see it now because it's underground.
Well, he put in a tunnel system that you can't have two cars driving along one each way. It's just like you're fucked. It's just a choke system. And then you've got, now what's he buying Twitter for? For free speech? It's like he's going to fucking turn that fucking platform into a shit pile. If he's got the controlling amount of shares in it where he can actually say, do this, and they have to do it, Twitter's fucked. Twitter is just fucked. They are fucked because they're going to let people like Trump back on, and it's going to turn into a dog's breakfast. Here's the thing about the internet. Unless it's heavily, heavily regulated, it's a shit posting competition. That's all it is. This is the reality of the internet. It was created to shit post by fucking university students, and the military came along and went, that's rad. And then they basically used it for a while, and it spilled out into civilian life, and it's used for shit posting. Go and look at the history of the internet. It's just shit posting. And the occasional movie.
Twitter, it was like a burn battle.
And pornography. It's
I guess there's a lot of naked people.
And pornography, right?
I like that part.
How in the fuck
I discovered a new naked person today. I was pretty happy.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for you, dude. Seriously. No, that's great.
I mean, not in real life, just on
If
Twitter.
you're still posting your photos on Twitter naked, though, and getting that for free, you're kind of stupid with OnlyFans out there. I mean, goddamn.
Make money off that body, ladies.
What if it's just a few samples as a teaser, and then you come and get all the rest of it at OnlyFans?
What if you've already seen it on Twitter for free? Why would you go pay for it?
She did that, didn't she?
It's only a few of them, though. Like, there's lots more. Maybe.
Okay, the same naked body in different poses.
Yeah, people like that.
I ain't paying for poses. I'm paying for pussy. So here's the thing: if you already
do the tame ones on Twitter, and like the racier stuff goes on OnlyFans. You know,
now, if I had
advertising,
vagina, you'd pay at least $5 a post.
Yeah, so I don't know what the Flim Flam man's going to do. It's like the monorail salesman from The Simpsons has just bought Twitter. Strap the fuck in, kids.
Monorail.
Yeah, if you're a Twitter fan, good luck, because fuck knows what's going to happen to that platform.
I'm curious to find out, though, now that it's here.
It can't get any worse or any more draconian with its fucking moderation, because it's so bad there that I remember I got fucking a 7-day holiday from Twitter because some pastor jumped online and was talking shit about the Batman movie release and how there was going to be fucking people massacred at the fucking premiere of Batman. And I just went
again,
and I just told this preacher, I said, could you do the world a favor, put a blindfold on and go play in peak hour traffic, please? And Twitter came back at me after this dude said people are going to be massacred, shot to death.
What an idiot.
At the premiere of Batman. Twitter turned around and said, you're promoting violence and hate speech. You can have a 7-day holiday. And the dude's post was still there about shooting people at the fucking movie premiere. And I just went, you should go play in traffic while blindfolded because you're a fucking fuckstain. Twitter
Didn't people say the same shit about the Joker movie too?
Yeah, I think that was the one that he was talking about. This is a while back. And I tried to point out, but he's the one that was talking about a gun massacre, and I'm just saying that he should take him and his opinion into peak hour traffic while blindfolded. And Twitter went, no, you're the one that's hateful. And I'm like, okay.
I don't know why the fuck people thought that movie was going to cause massacres. Like, what the hell?
They think that Aurora is going to happen again?
Oh, Jesus.
That what?
There was a movie theater shooting in Aurora, Colorado during the...
No, it wasn't Aurora, Colorado.
Was it Aurora?
No, it was a Boulder, right?
That dude dressed up
caused
as
that
Joker.
one.
Yeah, that's just something.
No, it wasn't Boulder either. It wasn't Aurora though. Aurora's in Illinois.
But what was that about, though? What was the reason for that?
He's
Just some
just
psycho or
another-
what?
There's the
Yeah,
orange-haired dude who
Yeah.
lost his shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. He went into the theater and shut up a bunch of.
Yeah, it was.
Uh,
I don't think I heard about that one.
Yeah, I think he's now in prison.
It was
forever.
Aurora, Colorado. Yeah. You're
yeah,
right.
it was Aurora, and what the heck was the name of the theater? Damn it!
Did this guy say why he did it, or why he did it in his crazy mind?
He was really incomprehensible and babbly, and
He's just.
He was
batshit
dressed as
crazy.
the Joker. Yeah, he was crazy.
Yeah.
He was nuttier
He
than
was-
peanut butter. But yeah,
he
it's
had a
cra-
bunch of bombs planted in his apartment too. But he told the cops before they went there, so he basically decided he wasn't going to kill a bunch of cops that went to go investigate at his house in the end. So that was at least something. But he shot at a bunch of food through gas cans into a theater and just started shooting the hell out of people. But I would imagine that's why people, anytime a Batman is released that has anything to do with the Joker, they're probably thinking of that fucknut and his crazy shooting spree in the theater in Aurora.
Yeah, that's what this pastor was going on about, and it's just so over the top. And he was, it just
12
fucking
dead,
annoyed me.
70 wounded. That was in 2012.
Mhm.
It was not good.
It's not good. And I remember the first time I went to a theater after that, I was nervous as hell.
I think I've only been to the theater once or twice since then, to be honest. But it was always local.
I haven't been to a theater since COVID started.
I
Wow.
have not been to
Why
a
not?
theater since South Park was released as a fucking movie. That is the
Oh,
last
shit.
movie I saw at a theater.
A long
was
time
South
ago.
Park. Yeah.
Last movie I went to see was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and that's one I've seen.
Well, movie theaters are sort of pointless to me because I've got a decent surround sound system, pretty big screen, very comfortable chair. I can smoke in my house, and I got snacks that don't cost fucking $7.50 for like 2 teaspoons.
Oh yeah,
of
screw
fucking
those
ice
snacks
cream.
there.
And the
Yeah, that's for the kill you to
Last
theaters.
movie I saw. So it was
Yeah.
what, 2015?
It's like, where's the value for money going to a theatre? It's like the only thing that they have done is if you go during the day in Australia where there's no one there, you can get tickets for like a couple of bucks each. But
They
the
call
You
it
go to a matinees.
Yeah.
the food is just so expensive though. You go in to buy snacks and it's just like,
Yeah,
this
so
is
don't
just-
bother with that
I
shit
didn't
then.
bring them in. I don't know when that started, but the last time it was, like I said, it was in 2015. We walked in there with our own snacks and sodas from takeout, and they didn't
Oh,
stop.
I'm pretty
no,
sure they
they-
cannot legally stop you from doing that.
Yeah, they
They
can.
used to make
say they
us throw it
can.
away. When we were younger, they always made us throw that shit away. They don't now, but they used to.
Well,
That's 'cause-
the theater I went to, last one I went to was one of them nice ones that had the big recliners and everything.
Ooh.
Yeah, isn't that? But yeah, there's some theaters now that you can eat. Like they bring you food, like restaurant movie theaters.
Yeah, I worked briefly at one of those,
I'd be
like
down
in the
with
kitchen.
Yeah,
But they were horrible pieces of shit management in there, and
Ugh.
they purposely hired like 50% more people than they actually needed, just so that they could cherry pick who they liked the best and then dismiss everybody else.
Well, that's the problem with a lot of.
And that's why I was only
business.
there for a week.
That's the problem with a lot of joints like that, especially like fast food restaurants like that. They hire so many people, and people don't get hours.
Mhm.
And it's but
They have to keep up with their expected turnover, though. So,
yeah,
and because they're shitty employers, they have a high turnover.
Yeah.
yep, and that's why though they have a turnover is because they don't give people the
Oh
right.
yeah, they just continually compound the problem until everybody's
Yeah.
visible.
And you know, with people like that, it's not just the lack of hours, but they're probably gonna be treating people like shit too,
Mhm.
in general.
Yep, because you're expendable. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Which one will put up with it? Because of the batch, somebody's going to. Somebody needs the money bad enough to put up with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why if you're gonna work at a restaurant, try to work for like a small mom and pop place or some place that's only local. Like, don't work for a big chain because They'll just be corporate robots running that place.
True.
You get people like this. Work for like a small local place where there's only 1 or 2 locations, period, and they'll treat you like an actual person there.
They'll treat you like family. If you do right by a small restaurant that's got like a mom and pop running it, though, not only will they treat you like family, you'll eat like a fucking king.
Right?
You will eat like a fucking king, because the people that run the restaurant, usually the owners in the kitchen cooking, and it's my favorite one is one of the pizza places. His mum's like, they're an Italian family, and his mum basically must have sat him down and taught him how to prepare a proper lasagna and cook pizza properly, because they fucking nail it, and their lasagna is to die for. And you can tell this isn't no shit. It's like
Did you really just say that?
Yeah, fucking A. It is chef's kiss. Mwah. It's so good, dude.
Did you really just say to die for?
Yes.
How are you eating lasagna when you're dead, though?
Exactly.
So good, you get raised from the dead just to finish the plate. That's how good it is.
Although, as somebody who's worked in a restaurant, I can tell you one thing: if you know how sometimes they fuck up your order so bad that you got to send it back to the kitchen and have them redo it. When that happens, a bunch of people in that kitchen just got a snack.
Yeah.
Not the person who made it, because they're not allowed to eat their own mistakes.
And the meal that's in the plate that you get sent back to you may have some nut hairs in it.
But when you send the food back, like the servers now have a little snack plate to pick at whenever they go back into the kitchen.
I always tell my friends, if you send something back, be nice about it.
Oh, hell yeah.
That too. Don't be an asshole.
Be nice about it, because you may be eating dick hairs later if you're not nice about it.
Even if you are nice about it, you might be eating dick hairs later.
Yeah. Hell, you might not even send it back. You're still eating dick hairs.
Yeah, but raise it in a very different way if you were nice enough.
Maybe. Sometimes cooks cook every day, and you make them cook something twice, and they're just not happy about that.
Yeah. Which, I mean, fuck ups happen, and you know.
People get angry.
Yeah, I'll tell you though, any good chef is going to be like, it's going to have a policy where if people complain about the food, whether you agree with their complaint or not, just do it, just remake it, just give them what they want.
I had literally went to a restaurant one time years and years ago. We was going somewhere, and it was like Podunk Town in Mississippi, right? It's little, and walked in, and the menu had breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's what it said.
Mm-hmm.
It's all it said: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There was no menu items.
Oh.
There was no menu items. And I was like, what is it? She said, well, you get what we serve for breakfast, you get what we serve for lunch, and you get what we
have
serve.
a menu.
So it's like they only have one breakfast, one lunch, and one dinner.
But come to find out, they were playing off the whole My Cousin Vinny thing. And supposedly they got a lot of customers that come in, and it was good food, by the way. I think it was lunch that we ordered, and it was good. It was like a meatloaf, and it was good as hell.
I guess it was kind of like a soup of the day thing, where it's like, this is today's lunch, this is today's dinner. Interesting.
No dinner for you.
No soup.
Like, okay, what do we have on hand today that we can make stuff out of?
Dude.
By the way, that's how the soup of the day happens in restaurants.
There's
2 things that can cause soup of the day.
I've been craving sweet and sour chicken.
But there's 2 things that can cause soup of the day. One is, okay, what do we have available to make a soup out of? Or B, what do we have too much of that we need to use up?
I was watching a thing yesterday. You know what you've seen crawfish balls, so you may not ever eat it, but you know, you've seen them cook and stuff, right? You know how they do it. They got these big ass fucking giant goddamn pots, right? And they just throw everything in the motherfucker. Corn, cob, potato. But now one of the biggest things they put in there is I haven't ever Sunny D.
What?
Yep, they pour gallons of Sunny D in there and boil it with it.
See, the only way they do that up here is with crabs, and Sunny D would be nasty with crabs.
No, you don't. Well, this is with crawfish, and actually a lot of people are doing it with lobster rolls too. From what I've seen.
I wonder how it would be. I bet the cooking process changes the flavor a lot, though. So I wonder how that would turn out.
Yeah.
The first time I ever heard of like a pig joint being boiled with cola, that freaked me out too. But that's actually really good, using cola to do pork.
Yeah, they do that.
Pork shoulder. With,
I can see that. Yeah,
I've eaten it before. It's not bad. It's pretty
you
good.
get kind of something sort of molassesy in the end. I imagine.
I thought it was going to be disgusting.
Well, that's what it is. It caramelizes, right?
Yeah, it does.
Mhm.
It's nice.
And it becomes like a nice little caramel skin on the.
And things
pork.
change a lot when you boil the water out of them. You know.
Yeah, it's good. See, down south they're not cooked. And
It was a Coca-Cola reduction sauce.
yeah.
In England was the first time I heard of that.
Yeah.
But they do it everywhere. Now one of my favorites, which I don't eat pork much anymore, but back in the day, so I'm cooking a pig in the ground. Yeah. You ever cook pig in the ground?
I did pork loin, but like pork loins wrapped in foil, put in like a fire.
Yeah, you dig a pit, right?
Yeah. When we were camping, we just put the.
I know Australia does it, man. They fucking beach bums and shit.
Yeah, no, it's called hungy, and it's you wrap the your big fire pit, get a big bed of coals going, get your pork. It's usually wrapped in the Hawaiian. It's a Hawaiian thing, actually. I do believe.
They
Polynesian, yeah. Polynesians do it. So, and then you wrap the pork in. I think it's banana leaves. Stick it under the ground. Bury it in hot coals. Throw some sand on top of the hot coals. Create an oven. Let it cook. And it works.
It falls off. It just falls off.
Yeah.
It falls apart. It's delicious and moist.
Mad, it's mad good.
Slow cooking is always good for tenderizing things.
Now I know a guy used to take bourbon and citrus, like orange and stuff, and make like a thing and baste the pig and put it in the ground like cook. Yeah, so that's some good shit. Because someone tell you something, cooking with citrus is good.
Oh yeah,
spit roast and pig. That's the stuff.
I've done that too.
Spit roast.
I bet the citrus works because it's all acidic, so it really softens the meat up. It's very flavorful. Yeah.
That's why a lot of people. That's why I think the Sunny D thing probably would work.
I would try it.
Apricot chicken. Have you guys tried that?
Well, apricot chicken?
No, I have not.
No, I don't think I have.
A meal out here in Australia, it's basically chicken, apricot chicken, and mashed potatoes. It's really good.
I would try that.
Sounds really weird, but the apricot it's not overpowering. It sort of complements the chicken and loaded with mashed potato.
Yeah, it all depends on how much you use of it. So they use the right amount. Yeah, you know.
I've had apricot and seafood with the mashed potatoes. That comes out really nice. So
I'm not sure if I've ever had apricot anything.
It's good.
Like I've never eaten an apricot. I don't know what they taste like.
I think apricot pudding.
Aren't they related to apples?
I think they're more like
no idea. Family.
Kind of a bit more like a peach, yeah.
More like a peach, yeah. Peaches
are good. Peaches are tasty.
I love peaches, man.
Moving to the country, gonna eat a lot of peaches.
Peaches.
I love that song. Yeah.
Them motherfuckers are crazy.
They're put in a can. They're put there by a man. No, that was a great song.
They were a good band.
That was. I can't think of a single other thing they made.
Little doom buggy in the sand. Little blue doom buggy in my hand.
That sounds like a good song. I've never heard it though.
Yeah, that's the little squish spider in the front seat screaming, "Go, go, go!" It's fun.
Well, you know what, the guy that was the singer of that band, now you know what he does. He writes kids' books, and you can kind of tell from the music and the lyrics. It's like there wasn't too many adult concepts in like this. Yeah, it's like I'm moving to the country and meet a lot of peaches. Put there by a man downtown. Yeah, you can just sort of get this vibe that
It's
just
can see
having
it.
fun with it. Yeah,
it's
and it's
goofy
like
and having fun. Yeah.
yeah, it's G-rated sort of music. It's you can play it to your kids, and you don't have to worry about them picking up any sort of nefarious messages from fucking the presidents of the United States of America.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
No, you only get that from the actual president these days.
Yeah,
But the first time I ever listened to that Doom Buggy song, I was so fucking high, and I was like, "This is the perfect stoner song."
Dude, I liked Cake for my weed days.
Yeah, cake. I had an uncle that was really into cake.
Distance.
Yeah.
I'm going for speed. I love that shit. I mean, their cover.
You know, nobody has been talking this whole time we're doing this show in the chat.
There's been very little chat, yeah.
Just Jay, yeah.
And that was just right at the beginning.
Sadness.
Well, they have actually released. So in 1995, they released Presidents of the United States of America. In 1996, they released one called Two. In 2000, they released something called Freaked Out and Small. 2004, one called Love Everybody. 2008, These Are the Good Times, People. And 2014, Kudos to You. I haven't heard any of these. Oh.
Me neither. I hadn't heard Nary one. Let me see. But yeah.
Right, and their other song there was Kitty, that's right. And there was that other song, Lump.
Well,
Far out.
Might be dead. Raisin Girl's got an album coming up.
It's called Whoop Your Ass.
It's called Suck a Titty. Yeah. Anyway, we got no interaction with the chat. Nobody's watching us. Nobody cares.
Oh, well.
Well, hell.
We're just big poopy heads.
Even though I'm kicking ass on TikTok today.
Let's bring the ticker talkers over here.
Yeah. I'm waiting to I haven't really promoted my YouTube over there now. Because like I said, I've got a secret account on YouTube that I have not revealed. And I won't until I get 100,000 followers on TikTok. And then I'm gonna push that channel because yeah. Because, you know, this one's tainted.
Tainted meat.
Tainted love.
I just got a DM from August. He says he's been trying to talk in chat, but it seems like maybe Google's just shadow banning him or something.
Damn.
Well,
Sorry, Augie.
well,
They do that to people. It is a thing.
They do. They do that to people, August.
Yeah.
And maybe.
Hey, Red, you mentioned Lump while I was gone there. You ever see Weird Al's parody of that?
Yeah.
Gump? It's great.
Yeah. If Weird Al wants to do a version of your song, you basically made in the shade at that point.
That's what some bands have said. Like I don't remember who it was, but I remember one of the big bands. I think it might have been. Did he do like a They Might Be Giants or Bare Naked Ladies thing at some point? I think it was one of those bands. They asked him how they felt about it. And it's like, how do you feel about the fact that Weird Al did a parody of you? And they're like, I feel like we finally made it in the music industry now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. Like fucking take this. It's kind of like if South Park takes a piss out of you, but in a sort of light-hearted way. Not like how they did to Chef at the end, and the dude.
He deserved it.
Well, yeah,
Fucking guy.
He really opened that door up to just get spanked by him. So, you can't be on the show for 5 years putting shit on everything and everybody, and then when something you like gets a little bit of shit put on it, and you have a hissy fit, it's like, oh. Here comes.
How does he work on that show for 5 years and not know that fucking everything under the sun is fair game?
Exactly.
Now, apparently
There may
he
be
thought-
an issue with chat because nobody's talking and there's people in there, so I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, I know at least one person has been trying to talk. I don't know why they'd be fucking shadow banning everybody in there, but Google does weird shit, so who the fuck knows?
Just saying it's you and Pimp and Krendar in there as participants, so I don't know.
Because
Fucking
YouTube,
weird.
people, if you're watching, say something that way we know the chat's working for everybody except August.
Let us know if you are here.
Yeah, yeah,
Over here
Here.
and over here.
and over here.
Yeah,
H-E-Y-A-H. Here.
Nightingale said, "Here,
Here.
here." She's like, "Oh, over there."
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Not raising. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that as soon as I talked about raising.
How dare you?
Trigger warning.
How dare.
I do call women. No, I don't. I don't disrespect women. I love those bitches. We love them hoes.
All right.
By
Yeah,
the way,
whether
if you
they're over
are
here or over
watching,
there.
you may not be chatting, but if you'd like to click on that link that's pinned and donate a little bit, any amount.
Everybody watching, donate $20 so that we know you're here.
Well,
Yes.
any amount actually on that link because I really, really, really need it. It's a donation link. You can see a picture of my mama on there if you click on it.
Or donate $40 if you're.
Well, you can see a
double
picture
here.
of my mama and me from 9 years ago. But anyways, my mama's not a photo person. She don't like taking photos much.
She's so
Some
adorable.
people love photos. And
She is
some people
adorable.
don't care
though.
much.
And she's got style.
Do what? Oh yeah, she's very fashionable. Well, you seen those pictures that I took on Mother's Day, right?
Yeah, with the cute hat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's got a little fashion now.
Remember that thing people used to do where I don't see it much anymore, but people used to be obsessed with like, oh, I'm sitting down at a restaurant. Let me take you a picture of my food and send it.
Oh,
to
they
Twitter.
still do it.
Yeah.
Instagram.
I mean, if you're eating something exotic and super interesting and cool or fancy, then okay. But just like, hey, look, I'm having a hamburger.
Samson Simpson.
Okay.
Is in there. I don't know who Samson Simpson is, but I like the
I
name.
don't know. I don't think I've seen that name before. But welcome.
Well,
Hello.
Simpson.
we like you, Samson Simpson. We want to make love to your breast.
Whoa. Let's
Well,
pump the brakes there and calm
Especially the left one.
down. Wow.
Indeed, sir. Indeed. Yeah.
That's the sexiest one.
Yeah, it is. I wished I had something good to eat right now. I'm hungry.
you're talking about hungry, and I don't have any croissants.
I want some sweet and sour chicken.
Mm.
I've been craving
That's
that
good.
shit. I ain't had none in a long time.
I wanted to go out and get a Nashville hot chicken sandwich today, but the restaurant was closed.
Eat.
Also, it's probably not super accurate because it's a Nashville hot chicken being served in Ontario, Canada.
Well,
But hey,
it's Nashville style.
it's
I've
still pretty
actually
good.
had Nashville chicken in Nashville.
I want to do that. I also
Okay.
want to go to New Orleans and have some fucking gumbo.
Yeah, I've done that too.
In fact, I plan to
I want a shrimp.
as soon as we reach
Done
the
it.
point where we don't need masks on airplanes anymore,
Yeah.
and then we can wait like a month or two to see how well that's going for people, and if it just seems to be okay. I'm going down to visit Monty, and I'm getting me some fucking gumbo.
We one of the things that I had to do when I went to New Orleans, which I've been to New Orleans a few times, was get a beignet, and they're good too. You ever had a beignet?
Mm-mm.
I've heard that word before somewhere, but I can't remember what it means.
It's like a little. It's just like a little cake deal, a little funnel kind of cake that's just covered.
No,
in
I
powder.
do. Okay, yeah,
Oh,
no.
those.
Jalen sent me beignet mix, so I've never
I
had
saw-
one for me, but I've had the box mix from
Yeah.
The little
I saw a picture of it
cafe.
the other day from the shit show when Monty was talking about that, and I was like, my teeth hurt just looking at that photo. That is way too much sugar.
Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot. And
It's insane.
And my dumb ass had a black T-shirt on. And, and
With
it
powdered
was
sugar,
It
yeah.
was fucking covered when we left. But you got to order that one famous restaurant that's known to serve them. It's right across from that very famous Catholic church that's in New Orleans that people go visit, which is, by the way, one of the most. It's so beautiful. We went inside and visited. It was beautiful. But which, by the way, some of the most beautiful architecture you'll ever see is churches. By the way, so
A lot of the time.
yeah.
Is that what's behind the damn thing? Because like the picture on the box of the mix had like the Cafe du Moanday or whatever, and it had like a big Greek-looking building with almost like a church behind it.
That's it.
That's crazy.
It's an awesome experience. But anyways, we went there. We had you have to get the beignets, and Galen said you have to get the hot chocolate with it, you know. And so I got the hot chocolate and the beignet, and it was good as hell. It was good. But you know, I like to when we go to the city. I like when we went to San Francisco, Landon took us to that one restaurant that it's known for the Irish coffees. And it was good too. And that fucking place is packed always. I've been there twice to that place, and it was packed both times. Good stuff though. They had good breakfast too. But hey, Crinder, when it's we're planning another gathering pretty soon, eventually.
Yeah.
And you need to come.
Yeah.
Are you on the? Are you on the East Coast?
East Coast. Yeah, I'm in Ontario, which is like just across the border from New York State.
Oh, so you be close. We're gonna don't know exactly. We're thinking about Outer Banks. Doing it in the Outer Banks.
I have no idea where that is.
South Carolina, right?
North Carolina.
Okay.
North Carolina.
Around what time? I'm wondering because I might not be traveling for. Yeah, because like I said, I want to wait until I can get on an airplane without having to have a mask for the whole trip. You know, because I'm not the masks are important and stuff, but for so far. But maybe things are easy.
Well, a lot of the mandates are going away, so
it's just that I still wear a mask around town here, but
yeah,
it really fucks with the beard because your breath gets trapped in there and it makes your beard hairs curl around and now they're stabbing me in the face.
It's awful, horrible shit.
I cannot imagine wearing a mask for 10, 12 hours constantly. I've done 4 hours and that was driving me nuts.
I had to do it on a Greyhound, and every time I took off my mask, my beard looked like it was oh God, it was just horrible.
Yeah.
But
once that eases up and I can do a trip like that without it, I've got a whole bunch of people I want to visit, and a meetup like that will be fun as well.
I'm sorry your brain's acting weird, half-bred.
It happens.
You can always fly down to Newark, and I can pick you up, and you can drive down with me.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, right now, my plan is I got to visit family because I'm overdue to visit family, obviously, because of COVID. After that, I know somebody, actually, funnily enough, considering current company, I know somebody in Seattle I want to visit, and it has nothing to do with drunken peasants. Although I wouldn't mind running into them either, but I've just got another friend who happens to live there that I've been meaning to visit. I want to go visit Monty, maybe see if Handel drops by too. Sorry, what?
I got a bunch of people out in the Seattle area.
Yeah. I'd love to run into Ben and Billy and Joe as well, but primarily in there to visit this other guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think Joe's hilarious, but
I think Joe's a sack of fucking shit. Is what I think.
I have some strong.
Sometimes he definitely is.
No,
but
Joe
yeah, so I want to visit.
Billy and Billy know how I feel about Joe. By the way, they all
want to visit New Orleans. Maybe a couple other people on the way home. On the way, my last stop on the way home, I'm going to visit Half Bread Ninja.
That's cool.
But maybe I can, if we can time it right, maybe, and this meetup's happening there as well, I'll hit the meetup on the way. I want to do basically a big scoop, I'm just visiting things in a logical order on the way home, basically.
Mm-hmm. We'll figure it out. I don't know exactly when we're gonna do it, but we've been talking about
if
it.
it's like 3 or 4 or 5 months from now, that's probably pretty ideal.
At least, yeah, I would say to put it together and do that. Yeah.
Yeah. But hopefully not too far. Like if it's super far out, I might end up having to, being stuck because I have to get a new job, and I will have already done the rest of the trip by then. But maybe if it's far enough in the future, maybe there's vacation time from the job too. So we'll see. There's just always that little middle area, where you get a new job. You can't like suddenly take a week off from a new job when you just started like last month.
I guess she's a fan. She's duetting. Like every one of my fucking videos on TikTok is about. She's native and she's kind of cute. I'm gonna have to like become native for like 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
It's not how that works.
It is how it works. I don't explain this to you.
No.
Part of your body is covered in
Hey!
their DNA.
My mom's first husband before I was, I don't know, he was full-blooded native, right? So my mom was Indian a lot. Or native, sorry, not Indian, native.
Oh, there you've offended people, and that's not how
Cancelled.
that works.
Mama, you were native for a little bit, some old school.
Is that what they mean when they talk about people going native?
Yeah. That's what they mean.
Think you guys just did a racism. Well, now I've got to call Mrs. Parker as well.
It's not a racism. I've been black several times.
You should ask Burnt Toast. She would know.
Well, she's burnt.
Yeah, but she's also a native, so she would know if it works that way or not.
You don't know how nothing works, Red Eye doesn't know how sex works.
No, obviously.
Damn.
No idea. No fucking idea at all.
Exactly. My penis has been many colors.
Oh my good grief.
You might want to see a doctor about that.
It's been my penis has ran for the border.
Can we just say multicultural?
My penis has
Oh my gosh.
been hip hop before.
Melanated?
Melanated penis, yes.
I just hope all the viewers are noticing that the Australian that usually says the outrageous stuff is being incredibly quiet right now and just pointing out all of the racisms that are taking place.
We're in a bad place when Red Eye has to be the voice of reason.
Yeah, you're right. You're up shit creek without a paddle, fishing fucking goddamn tadpoles with a crowbar. At that point, you're fucked.
Because here's the deal. I don't ever say anything controversial, so this is my time.
Never happens.
That's not how. No,
Bullshit.
It's not bullshit.
What? I just coughed.
Yeah.
I am politically correct.
Oh, always. Yeah.
On most occasions, but not. But here's the thing: my penis has also been orange chickens.
What?
What?
I know what he means.
Wow.
I know what
pretty
he
sure.
means.
I don't want to admit that I do, but I might, and that makes. I think my brain just did a racisms. Now I've got to basically fucking throw myself under the bus next time I talk to Mrs. Parker and go, Mrs. Parker, I accidentally did a brain racisms when it's all Pimp's fault.
You can't blame me.
And Mrs. Park will probably do a deep dive on me and find out all the skeletons in my closets, and oh god.
By the way, if anybody wants to donate to that link above, please do.
Please do.
It's for me and my mama, and yeah.
If you do, Sean will send you a ham sandwich.
Yeah.
I watched Jeff Holiday's stream the other day, and he's just recapping on some of the craziness. Jilly is not looking very well.
No
Jilly
shit.
looks like she should maybe be going to an actual doctor and seeing what the fuck's going on, because she looks like how I feel some days, and that's not good.
Really?
It's very bad. Yeah, she looks fucked. Like you're going yellow, Jilly. You're turning fucking yellow. You need to see a doctor. Jilly Juice, the Jilly Juice lady.
Well, that explains everything.
Yeah,
rode hard and hung wet.
she is like batshit crazy,
She is.
and she's slowly fucking giving herself the forever sleep by the looks of it. And it's
Maybe
I don't want her to do that.
Maybe we should just let her if she wants to.
No.
She's really not well. Like her and Reality parted ways a while back, and she says some really crazy shit, and she needs help.
Yeah,
And I don't understand why the people around her, because I believe she's married. I don't understand why they're letting her annihilate herself like this. It's just sad.
Some people have a strange version of what they think supporting somebody means.
True.
I think that's why.
I guess.
You guys
That's a
ever
good
remember?
point.
Did you guys ever see that banana lady back in the day? You too. She was really
fucking freely.
Yeah, you know, I had a run-in with her, right? She came
That
I don't think so.
back,
What's her deal?
before
Aussie
YouTube
chick.
killed my channel off. She came around and like to a bunch of my videos and was trying to get me converted. I was like, "Fuck you, you crazy bitch!"
Converted to what?
So,
Reconverted.
it's a bunch of crazy shit. She's nuts.
scary.
Yeah, she's nuts. She's
And her
into like
boyfriend
this.
was a nutter too.
Yeah, he was a nut job. They're just weird people, and they had like this weird diet thing they were doing, and
Involving bananas?
she was
Yeah.
called the banana lady.
She'd just eat a lot of bananas, like a
With her butt.
crazy fucking amount, and
With her butt? No, that's
Yeah.
TJ.
she's just, yeah, you know, she's just a fucking douchebag, basically. And I became aware of her several years ago, and then I made sure not to watch any of her content, because I just personally, this is just my opinion personally, I find her annoying as fuck. All preachy and shit. And it's like, shut the fuck up, lady. I don't want to hear about your fucking bullshit, you fucking quasi-religious fucking nut job. You go fuck a banana. But do it away from me so I don't have to hear or see it.
Mhm.
See you
Is
later.
that what she was trying to convert
Hey!
PIMPMUNK to? Banana usage?
Bananas
Raisin,
for Jesus. Yes. Yes.
I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why Sprite cannot pass the number 6? The
Why
drink, because 7-Up.
What the? I thought you were going to ask me a midnight question. You messing with 7-Up.
Because 7, 8, 9. That's a different joke.
That's why 6 is afraid of 7.
No, but it's
Yeah.
it's why can't Sprite ever pass 6? Because 7-Up.
Sprite's better than 7 Up, though.
It depends. Well, 7-Up's a better drink to mix with alcohol.
I
Maybe.
like Pepsi products.
You're a bitch.
But 7 Up did
I
have the
know.
cool spot.
Yeah, see? He knows.
They had a mascot.
They had
Cool.
They had the Sprite. 7-Up had the little dot.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
7-Up is the
cool
spot. That's
spot.
what he said.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why they're winning.
Yeah.
Sprite didn't have any cool shit like that.
They did back in the old days.
What did Sprite have?
I can't remember.
Yeah, that's how cool it was.
No, Sprite mascot. I remember something back. It's like even before I was born, I think.
Let's see.
Yeah, it was like a little dude with a lid on a head or something, or like a lemon that something. I can't remember.
I mean, there's a lemon on the bottle.
Yeah, I think it was like
Maybe he had like a little cartoon lemon and a little.
There was a little
cartoon
kid
They had a
too, right?
mascot. The elf was a cola man at his conception in the 1940s. What does that have to do with? Sprite Boy was already retired,
Sprite Boy, yeah, that's it, Sprite Boy.
so I guess
I don't think
the
I've seen
Coke
that.
elf is similar to Sprite Boy. 12 vintage.
Maybe the
soft
Sprite Boy
serve.
ads didn't come to Canada. I don't know.
I don't remember Sprite Boy either.
Yeah, it was like before.
Little
time.
Squirt citrus soda. What?
You never had Squirt?
I've never had Little Squirt.
Oh. Little Squirt was the mascot for Squirt, right?
I guess that's what it's showing as
Yeah.
old mascots. Citrus
Squirt was
soda.
okay.
I like Squirt. I like it when they squirt.
Oh, there used to be a bird called Fresh Up Freddy for 7-Up.
I'll fresh up your fatty.
And Cool Spot. Cool Spot was cool though. That
Cool Spot
the
was
90s.
better.
Cool Spot.
Terrible video
A&W
game.
had
though.
a bear called Rudy for A&W.
I think I vaguely remember that.
Dr. Pepper had a baby called Perky. That's
That's what
Dr. Pepper's a good
that
drink,
is
though.
an interesting picture for this mascot. Oh Lord, I'm
That's
not
what I used to
describing
call
it.
my special little friends that I would pop sometimes too, Perkies.
I've heard that before. Y'all can get a gander at what what
Special little
these guys
friends to
look
give
like
your
there.
special little friends.
Sprite Boy actually predates the Sprite drink by a couple decades. So, Sprite Boy, the elf, was a Coca-Cola man at his conception, and he avoided by the time the lemon lime drink was launched in the early 1960s. Sprite Boy was already retired. So, it's named after an old mascot, but Sprite itself never had a mascot that I'm seeing. Coca-Cola had a mascot called Sprite Boy.
Yeah, it had
It
the
was-
lid on his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But it
about
was
that.
like a Sprite, like, you know what I mean? Like, I guess that's what it's named after. Elf.
Well, the reason I know
Sprite.
about the Coke Boy is because I used to have a big, because back in the I used to collect Coke stuff, right? And I used to have a big ass sign with him popping up behind a Coca-Cola bottle and had a Coke lid on the head. I used to have thousands and thousands of dollars worth of Coke stuff.
Damn.
I used to be a big collector, like big time collector. Back in the day, I
didn't know that Punchy. You remember Punchy from Hawaiian Punch? The dude he always punched had a name. His name was Oaf. I had no idea that thing had a name. I just thought it was the guy who got punched by Punchy. I guess you can't have mascots like that anymore, huh?
Joe Camel was always my favorite.
He was cool.
There's a mascot you can't have anymore either.
No, dude, and like they took away the cool man, like Marlboro Man. He was so cool.
He was cool.
Whatever this is, Chocolate Soldier was a competitor for Yoo-hoo.
I've never heard of it.
Chocolate Soldier? That sounds like a euphemism.
Sounds like a black G.I. Joe.
Oh my!
That's what they call Red Eye, Chocolate Soldier.
Whoa. Didn't know that. Good to know.
Well, you didn't know that you were African.
Oh.
You'd
Keep
think you'd
saying-
notice, but I guess not.
Yeah. So now we know that Twitter is owned by an African American.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go.
Wow.
Elon Musk.
Does that
is
make
a-
it racist to say anything bad about Twitter now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Elon Musk is African American, by the way. I mean,
One of the dudes I camp with is, but he's from South Africa.
Yeah, dude. I was a while back.
Does he have
on
the
TikTok.
accent?
Mm-hmm.
There was this white boy from Africa on TikTok a while back and got a lot of black people here in America yelling at him because he was calling himself Africa. And he's like, I'm more African than any of you fucking people. I was born and raised there. He said, you're telling me I can't call myself African and I'm actually from Africa. I was like,
Yeah.
stupid.
Y'all fuckers were born in America, not me.
Well, there's that whole thing about the Boers going down there years ago, like a long time ago, and setting up shop.
Yeah.
It's got a very interesting history, that
It
the whole
does.
of Africa, and people that make claims about being there, it's like, no, you've only been there for a couple of 100 years. Actually, you should. And the Bushmen, the movie The Gods Must Be Crazy,
Mm-hmm.
and the Bushmen portrayed in it. They're actually the people that have been there for tens of thousands of years. They're indigenous. It's like most of the other tribes have been brought in or came down because, it basically, some people came down, set up shop, and trade started to happen, and people saw opportunity. So people all flooded into the region. But it's the Bushmen, the indigenous folks. They've been there for a very long time, and they're basically being pushed out by other extremists in the political. There's a certain group of people that run around dressed up in red camo in South African politics that I find hilariously fucking stupid. And
It's racist.
So it's like the way indigenous people are being treated everywhere. Then, unfortunately.
Well, the sad thing is that these people also get treated horribly by folks like the EFF, and it's like I said, it's a very interesting, fucking twisted political sort of history down there. And if you know anything about apartheid in that region, there's also some of the most, how do I put this? People forgiving others for acts that just you didn't think anyone would be able to forgive for. It was some mothers forgave some people for doing stuff to their sons, and it's like holy shit. Some of these what were they called? It was basically the people that committed some of the atrocities during apartheid met up with some of the people that were the victims, and they had a little get together, and the result was just mind blowing. That the people that were forgiven some of these other folks for what they'd done, and the folks that were committing these brutal acts were just breaking down completely, and just because they were actually realized what they'd done after the fact. Some powerful fucking shit. Some very, very strong people in South Africa. Very resilient, magnificent people. Len can tell you stories about them. He's told me stories about what he's seen in his time there, and that was like nearly brought me to tears. One of the stories, mind blowing. But and where's District 10? I want District 10, damn it. District 9 was one of the best fucking sci-fi movies I've ever seen. I want District 10.
That was very different, wasn't it?
But wasn't it fucking cool how they used sci-fi as a vehicle to sort of highlight one of the big, massive flaws in humanity? It's like, let's put a big spotlight on racism, but let's use aliens as a vehicle.
Star Trek did it first.
But Star Trek didn't do it as good. Like, fucking District 9 was fucking incredible. The way they just...
It was.
There's fucking prawns, mate. Fuck, there's prawns, mate, It's like, Jesus Christ, it was like, instantly, there's the new lower class. And
Star Trek did it first.
No, they actually didn't really touch on it and to the depth that fucking District 9 did. Not even fucking close.
Damn people with a black face and a white face.
Did they hate themselves?
That's what I mean. That's how they touched on it. Was like this very.
But it was different for that time, though. It really was.
Yeah, but it wasn't. Like I said, District 9 basically just used sci-fi as a vehicle and replaced certain players in real life and put the prawns in at the bottom of the fucking rung of the ladder, and you watched how they got treated like shit instantly. And it's like, it was very just if you haven't seen District 9, you really should go and watch that movie, because it's a really good story, and it's not finished yet. So District 10, please make District 10 and make another Judge Dredd movie. It's been 10 fucking years. Make another Judge Dredd movie. Get urban. put the fucking helmet on him, give him a fucking lawgiver.
I thought there was one more recently than that.
No.
No?
There's talk about a TV. There's a Netflix series apparently. But
Oh, that's what I was thinking of. Okay.
Yeah, and
I haven't
look,
seen it,
if
but that's what I was thinking of.
If Netflix are doing it and it's Judge Dredd, $10 says they'll take his helmet off, and that will just fucking that just nullifies it. It's no.
Oh, so you
Judge
have
Dredd.
been watching Halo then?
Well, yeah, exactly. I haven't seen an episode, but I heard as soon as I heard there's like Master Chief with the helmet off, it's like, what?
Yeah, I haven't watched an episode either, but every clip that anybody's ever tried to show me has been Master Chief with his helmet off.
Fuck that.
It's crazy.
Look, go and watch the people have sliced together all the cutscenes from all the video games, and they actually make a half decent fucking movie. Like you get all the plot and
they should have. They should have made sure he never takes his helmet off, and then have the actor who does his voice in the games be the actor. Like, because even if he doesn't want to be on screen, he's not, because he's in a suit the whole time, and their voice will be correct.
Exactly. It blows my mind that they take the fucking helmet off. And like I watched some Judge Dredd shorts and from Stallone, and you can even see before he takes the helmet off. If in a few scenes, you can just see his eyes and his face through the visor. It's pretty clear. Whereas the Urban one, I've watched a couple of clips from that. You can't see shit, and even the helmets are more accurate because they got the red bits that sort of come down that would actually kind of get in your fucking vision a bit and fuck it up. But that Urban movie of Dredd is just fucking perfect, the way they depicted everything, and the way fucking Mormor died at the end was just one of the most brilliant, majestic fucking cinematography scenes ever. The big slow dive from 100 stories up.
Yeah.
And she pancaked right at the end. It was like,
I'll tell you what, we're going to go ahead and end this here in just a minute.
All right, boss.
Yeah, because it's just when too many people competing right now. And YouTube is not sharing my shit at all. And I'm pissed off because Raisin won't sleep with me.
Oh, well.
I told her there wasn't going to be no sleeping involved, but...
Whoa.
I'm tired.
Wow.
It's all going to be anal.
I think you should call sexual harassment panda now, Raisin.
Call the drop bears. Send me the drop bears.
I made chopsticks with a straw.
You did.
I did. This is a magic straw.
Magic?
It disappeared, see?
Where did it go? It's magic.
Do you believe in magic?
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and end this. Thank you for watching. This is so stupid. We will be back tomorrow night, though, as always. See you then.
Happy
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.